Now, from Southwest Florida's news leader, this is Wink News at 6.
Tackling red tide, this souped-up sailboat does much more than just glide along the Gulf. It's a tool to research algae blooms, causing fish kills like this in Charlotte County. As Wink News reporter Tayor Bisckay explains, the boat recently set sail off Sanibel, hunting for red tide.
The sailboat launched off of Algiers Beach several times. It uses sensors and satellites to spit back real-time data, and now researchers are analyzing that data to predict red tide.
When I experience red tide, I get a coughing. You get the coughing in your throat.
They've always had red tide come and go, so I'm not concerned about it.
While visitors didn't see dead fish on Sanibel's shoreline Wednesday, new technology found it offshore.
There were some patches here and here.
Eric Milbrandt is the director of Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation's Marine Lab. The lab recently hosted partners from Nava Ocean and Moat Marine Lab, the developers of this sailboat. They brought it to Sanibel to track red tide in real time.
This technology adds some level of predictability to be able to track where it's going and how long it's going to take to get there.
It combines satellite imagery and sensors.
Solar panels, and then there's a big battery inside. The operator would chart out the locations, the destinations on a map, and it did several transects off of Sanibel and spent several days and nights offshore,
bringing back more precise locations of the red tide blooms.
You can really zoom in. It's like a microscope. You can zoom in on different parts of the Gulf, whereas, you know, if you try and do it from satellites, you just see a big patch.
The data is used by other researchers in organizations like FWC, which then share it with you.
That's fantastic. Anything to clear up the water.
Now the sailboat can track large mammals like whales and dolphins, and the researchers who created the sailboat are also going to be back here in January. On Sanibel, Tayor Bisckay, Wink News. Now.